This video is brought to you by Edelkrone. Camera movements have been around since the early days of film. Cinematographers very quickly began to realize that a specific movement could add to your story. But which movement exactly tells what story? Well, let's have a look at 5 creative movements when filming a dialogue scene. Hey folks, Jordy here for Cinecom.net and welcome to Creative Tuesday. Now, I want to start off with thanking Edelkrone for their support today. They have provided us with a very interesting motorized slider, which they call the Slider Plus Pro Long, combined with the Head Plus. Now, I have never seen so many features packed into one motorized slider. It's incredible. Now, there is a little learning curve to it, but once you get it all set up, you'll save so much time on set and you're able to create some stunning camera movements. Now, for the 5 tips that I have for you today, you don't need this slider in particular, but we are going to use it and highlight some of its features. And at all time, of course, you can visit the first link in the description below to learn more about this Edelkrone motorized slider. Now, the first camera movement is going to be the one-shot pan. Now, basically, you pan back and forward between the 2 talents. Now, with the Edelkrone slider, we can of course slide at a constant speed because of the motor. But what's interesting is that it comes with a laser. Now, basically, I can use this laser to save a target in the Edelkrone app. So I lock the 2 talents as a target with a simple push of a button. Now, when I start the sliding movement, I tap and select any target I like, and automatically my camera points towards the right talent. Now, not only it knows where to aim the camera to, but it also focuses my lens automatically as it knows the exact distance because of that laser. I know, that's pretty sick. But now, why should we create such a movement? Now, having the camera roll without a cut also gives you a real-time feeling of the scenario, making the viewer feel closer to the action. The pan movement is not something that we're used to, so it adds a dramatic tone and it tells us that both of the talents are insecure at this point. Now, you could even increase this feeling by going handheld, but of course, this makes it more eccentric. Camera movement number 2, the fake 360. Again, you could go handheld, use a jib or a normal slider, but with the one from Edelkrone, we could again program so that the camera moves in an arc around one talent. Now, pretty cool about this slider in particular is that you can move the position of the slider and the Head Plus to a position you like. Then you just save that position, and then you can manually move that camera or change the pan and tilt to the next spot. And this will save you a ton of time as you don't have to go through the controls anymore. Now, every time we're moving around one talent, we move the camera to the other talent and do the exact same movement. In post-production, we link the 2 shots together and animate a simple mask around the head of your actor. And this creates the illusion of a 360-degree camera movement. And because we keep going in that same direction, keep making that same camera movement, we're also adding a movement into the story. Whatever the conversation is about, it's going fast. And even if the actors would talk slow, we still perceive it as a fast communication because of that continuous circling movement. So knowing this could help when your actors are making a fast conversation. You know, for example, the pizza restaurant is about to close, and they need to decide fast what pizza they want to order.
Okay, Janik, we have 5 minutes left until the pizza place closes. Which pizza do you want to take? Be fast, come on.
I don't know, Lorenzo. I don't want pizza. I want some kebab. I really like kebab. Let's go for kebab.
Janik, no, we went over this. No kebab. We're taking pizza, but which one? Pizza Hawaii.
What? What did you say? Pineapple? I don't want pineapple! I want kebab!
Calm down, Janik, calm down. We live in Belgium. You can get pizza and kebab in the same place, remember? So what you're gonna take?
Tip number 3, the track reveal. Now, usually at the start of a dialogue, we start by introducing the first talent. The actor could already start his question, and then the camera moves slowly to the other actor, revealing him. Now, we're doing this again on the Edelkrone slider. Now, even though that the slider is pretty small, we can mount it to a single tripod and it will then actually extend, giving you double the range. Again, pretty awesome. Now, since we don't just cut to the second talent, but make a slower movement to him, we're actually increasing the tension. You know, it's like those game shows where they announce the winner, but they add such a long pause. It makes me crazy, but it works. And again, in film, it could work the same. Since you're adding that pause, slowly sliding or panning to the next actor, your curiosity increases, which is gonna make the reveal stronger.
So Janik, would you fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
100 duck-sized horses.
Now, you can also reveal your second talent over the shoulder. You first take a close-up of your first talent and then slide, plus focus spool to the other. And again, with that crazy laser, I don't have to do anything. Tip number 4, the track in or out loop. You slide towards one of your talents, then you cut to the same shot of your second talent. Now, moving into the subjects makes the audience focus more on the emotions of your talent. They're being boxed in, watched at. We're trapping them in literally. Even without words, the actors do seem to communicate because of this movement. There's something going on in their heads, and we're connecting both of the talents together. Maybe they're thinking about the same thing. They're cracking a case, for example.
Lorenzo, who stole the pizza from the fridge? It was my pizza. I want it back.
But Janik, you took the kebab, remember? I am the one who took the pizza.
So you admit it. You stole the pizza. Lorenzo!
Yes, Janik, I admit it. I ate the pizza because it was my pizza. You don't even like pineapple.
And then there is the track out, which goes the exact same way. But this time we're leaving the character. We're making them smaller in their environment. The viewer is leaving the character behind, leaving them alone. And that brings us to the last camera movement, the Inside 360. Now this time we're not going to use the slider, but I will use the Head Plus and mount it to a small tripod. I place it on the table between two talents. Now we've seen in a previous video that we can also do this with a gimbal or have a camera operator like in that 70s show.
I don't get why we call it a circle. That is freaking awesome!
But again, with this Head Plus, I can create targets and just let Edelkrone do its thing.
Lorenzo, give me the pizza back. I have 10 euros for you. Give me the pizza.
Okay, Janik.
What's this, Lorenzo? It's a frozen pizza. I didn't ask for a frozen pizza. I want a freshly baked pepperoni pizza. This is a pesto sweating tomato pizza. Who wants that?
Now, placing the viewer in between the two characters makes them feel more part of the tension, which is pretty cool. Now, going for that slow movement increases the tension like we've seen before. And since we can focus on small handlings, the viewer will see more details. We're also looking for details because the camera moves around. We know that once the camera passes away, we can't look back. So our eyes are automatically scouting the shot more to grasp information from it. Definitely if you're adding interesting handles or attributes into your scene. Now, I'm not sure if Sherlock Holmes had one of these shots, but I'm sure that it would fit great in that jar. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've learned something new today. I also want to thank Edelkrone so much for their support. Definitely, guys, make sure to check out this thing by clicking that first link in the description below. And as always, stay creative.
Pineapple!
Allee. Fucking hell, man. One duck-sized. 100. Allee.